Let me be all right, darling. Ed! Ed! Somebody call an ambulance! On the radio. Ed! I don't know, he's unconscious. At least he got to the door before the explosion went off.
He's coming too.
Sweetheart, are you all right? Can you hear me?
Move.
Darling? Darling, can you see me? Are you all right?
Don't get up, don't get up. Something might be broken. Just wait.
Are you all right?
What happened? Somebody rigged a bomb to your car. It went off just as you reached your house. Bomb?
Oh, darling, you were almost killed.
Take it easy now. Take it easy. Something might be broken here.
Looks like we started this honeymoon with a blast, didn't we?
Feared it would be. You were very lucky, darling. You won't even need any stitches, I don't think.
Here you go. Got some coffee for you. Here, have some coffee.
Thanks. How about a little brandy in there, Gary?
No, you don't. Not after. Really think you should.
Wait a second. After almost losing my life, I think I'm entitled to a little brandy. How about a shot of brandy?
All right. Okay, I'll bring the brandy. All right.
Now, let's start at the beginning.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. Oh, sweetheart. You're such a big hero, huh? You're making jokes half-conscious on the ground, but you can't take a little antiseptic.
Okay. I tell you, we're lucky I dropped those keys. I bent down to pick up those keys and looked under the truck. Whoa. Saw something under there and realized it was a bomb.
Is that why the car wouldn't start?
No. We're just lucky that battery died when it did like that.
Just think we've been cursing that battery, and it probably saved your life.
And yours. You thought about that?
No, and I don't particularly want to.
Anyway, as soon as I discovered that, man, I took off and called Captain Hall. I had no idea you were going to get impatient like that and come down and take the truck yourself.
And then Ed called me and told me to get out of the house. So I sent the children and Wanda over to Anna's.
Well, what about you? Why'd you stay behind?
So that I could warn you.
Honey, we could have both been blown up. That wasn't very smart, was it?
I know, I couldn't help myself, okay?
Oh. Ed, you got it figured out yet? Well, nothing too sophisticated, but it did the job.
Who would do that?
Well, Vicky, that's kind of my first question. Who would want to kill you, Quint? And maybe get Vicky in the process? Ed, if I knew that, I'd be over at the fellow's house having a chat with him. No one particular person comes to mind, huh? Oh, this business, you step on a lot of toes. Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe it's just some maniac making good a threat. I can't think of any threats I've had recently. What about in the past? Ed, I'd have to give that a little thought, you know, and right now I don't want to think about anything except taking my bride on our honeymoon.
Oh, wait a second. You think it's safe to go?
All right. The boys have saved bananas. Our luggage is packed, so what's keeping us? I know what's keeping us. Gary isn't here.
Gary is going on our honeymoon.
Gary is not going on our honeymoon. Gary is driving us to the airport. And since he probably won't be here for a few more minutes, I'm going to take advantage of this time to get a little better acquainted with my bride, Mrs. Buchanan.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm still shaking.
Well, put it out of your mind. I have.
Oh, sure you have. You didn't notice that big pile of metal rubble out there in the driveway, did you?
I ignored it. I just ignored it. Look, I wasn't meant to get hurt. It wasn't meant to be. You want proof? Here I am, safe and sound. Now, look, we got the rest of our lives to spend together, if we can get started. Will you relax?
I'm try. I will relax soon. Maybe. Are you really this calm, or is this an act just to calm me?
I'm just so much in love with you, I can't think of anything else. That's true.
Oh, darling, I love you, too. I just can't stop thinking about that noise, that explosion, that... I didn't know what had happened to you. Okay, I get the message.
Our chauffeur awaits. I'll carry the bags and... I haven't carried you over the threshold yet.
Oh, please. You can certainly carry me over the threshold when we get to the ranch. But you know, it's a very good thing you didn't can't tell anybody about a destination. That way we don't have to worry about knowing where we're going.
As a matter of fact, the Chronicle is doing a story tomorrow morning on the fact that the two rival newspapers got together and the two rival editors got married and are spending their honeymoon at my ranch in Valhalla. I thought it'd make a good story, and why don't we discuss this further on the ride to the airport?
Brilliant.
Thank you. You know, I've dreamed of doing this for the last couple of years. Now you're really my wife.
And I'm proud of it. Sweetheart, don't you think you should put me down? A bit awkward getting introduced like this.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. It's good to be home again, Jose. Yes. Anita, you are all looking muy bueno.
So do you, senors.
Thank you. I want you to meet a brand spanking new Mrs. Buchanan. Vicky, this is Jose, my ranch foreman.
It's very nice to meet you.
Welcome, senora.
Thank you, thank you.
My wife, Inez.
Oh, for you, senora. May all your days be happy ones. Thank you. You're so kind to do this. Thank you. Clint has told me so much about all of you. I'm so happy to meet you finally. Anita, hello.
Mucho gusto, señora.
Ah, this is the best cook this side of the Rio Grande. You will, you taste her salsa verde, huh, Jose?
Senor must be hungry, eh? I'll cook something for you.
No, thank you. We had a snack on the plane.
Well, would you like to rest then? The master bedroom's all ready.
No, I'd like to look around first. I'd like to see the house and the ranch and the horses, everything.
All right, then that's exactly what we'll do. Thank you for your welcome. It's good to be back.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gracias, senora.
De nada.
Oh, I'm so happy. I never dreamed I could feel like this again.
Yeah? Well, it's only going to get better. I promise you this. It's going to be the best honeymoon anyone ever had. Nothing's going to spoil this for us. Nothing.
You know, sweetheart, the more I see of this place, the more I like it. Something unbelievably relaxing here.
I'm glad you feel that way. Yeah, every time I come here, I feel like a new man.
I cannot for the life of me imagine why you would trade this for all the turmoil we have at home. I could stay here forever.
If that's what you want, you can have it.
You're tempting me, but I really could. As long as you were here, I could stay here forever.
It goes just double for me. In fact, wherever you are is exactly where I want to be. Oh, I'm such a lucky man. I don't know what I ever did to deserve you, but I'm sure glad I did it.
Now, how can you say such a thing when you're so incredibly wonderful yourself?
Well, it's,
Oh, excuse me. I just brought some more wood for the fire.
Thank you, Inez. Well, you want to go for that ride now?
Yes, I'd love it. I want to see everything. I don't think I've ever seen such breathtaking scenery in my whole life. It was extraordinary.
You know, you can't imagine how you make me feel. When we were out there riding together and you were beside me, you make me so proud. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Anita? Gracias.
Your hair, senor.
Thank you.
Senora.
Thank you. Well, a little wine and cheese.
Thank you, sweetheart.
To Mrs. Buchanan, the most beautiful woman in the whole world.
Thank you, Mr. Buchanan.
And to our life together.
Mm-hmm.
May it be long and happy. Let's sit by the fire.
I don't want this moment ever to end. I feel so at peace.
You know, I used to fantasize about you in this room. Way back when we were going at it tooth and nail.
Oh.
I used to imagine you being here, sitting right here in front of this fire. And I'd know that all our troubles would just slip away.
I'm sorry I wasted all that time for us. I'll try and make it up to you now, I promise.
You've already made it up to me. And it's all in front of us now. Oh, it's going to be a great life together. For all of us. For you. For me. And for the boys.
And for our other children.
Yeah. For our other children.
I have to tell you that this has been one of the most wonderful days of my whole life.
You really mean that?
Yes, I really mean that.
Oh, we are going to be so happy together.
Yes, we are. Oh, yes.
Tonight, Benson's economics course goes into a depression when Krauss enrolls as a student on Benson. Then Oscar tries to save Felix from getting punched out when he steals